Hey people, this is Talem Splash, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIII. In the last part, we got Hekatoncheir, which is, I think how you pronounce it, the Eidolon for Vanille. And in this part, we're going to move on with the main story in here, because it has been quite a while since we've gotten, well, I mean, apart from yesterday, it's been quite a while since we've gotten some pretty good progress into the main story. So now we're moving on, and we're finally good to go. And man, it feels good. I'm excited to actually leave the mah'habara Subterra because as much as I do like the area, it does... I can't really say it drags on. It's just kind of like... It's all very much one color scheme. But I can't say that it overstays its welcome because it really doesn't. It's not that long of an area. Anyway, let's take out this Pulsework Centurion first. You know, in a weird way, I like the Subterra. The mah'habara Subterra. I don't know. See, I think it's just all the metal all over that I don't like. I wish it was like more of a natural cave without all like these metal plates and stuff. In general, though, FF13 is way too, I guess, robot-y. Which isn't like, lightning. I'm sorry, I didn't know I wasn't paying attention to your struggles there, but you should be fine now. Now that Hope's got Curasa, it's so easy to stay alive. We just need to, you know, just slice through stuff. Actually, I should probably bring back diversity now that we have such high HP values for the most part. And Hope has Curasa and is really close to getting Curaja. Actually, no, Vanille has Curaja. Hope is not there yet, but at least from what I remember, yeah, because he's done with Medic for Chapter 11, and I don't think he has unlocked Curaja yet, so... Anyway. Yeah, that's true, we did it. Oh, 1 star! What's up with that? What is up with that? Anyway... We'll move on and see what else we can find in this. Yeah, like this area. I guess what I don't like is like it's like a return to linearity. This area alone, because like the rest of Pulse. I mean, aside from maybe like, the next area I would say is slightly linear too, but it's a little bit wider and more open, so it doesn't feel as bad. And then every area after that isn't linear again at all. So it's just like they return to a hallway for this one area and part of the next one. It's like, okay, I mean, I understand it, but it's like, you know, we're on Pulse now. So yeah, like, I can see why people complain that they might not even like this game after they get to Pulse because of areas like this. Although I don't mind the hallways to begin with. I'm just commenting on the fact that, yes, they're not gone. Because they're definitely not gone. They're still here. Like, we're in a hallway right now, so... It's just that we have a huge, massive area separating the, like, we have the arcade steps separating the hallway. Oh, okay, well, we survived. We survived. Let's see. Now we get 5 stars and a spark plug. I have to start going through my inventory and seeing what I can use to upgrade materials, because I haven't upgraded in a while. I did upgrade once in Chapter 9, I want to say. I upgraded Lightning's weapon just so I can get more ATB boosts and stuff. And eventually, I got to get rid of the ultimate weapon anyway. In fact, I should start focusing on upgrading now that we're here. Pretty soon, because the fact that I haven't done any upgrading yet, one, shows how needless it is in a way, but also like the advantage you can get by upgrading your weapons and accessories actually is there. Like, it doesn't, like, you don't need it to beat the game, but it definitely helps give you an edge, especially in the end game content. I hate to draw another comparison to Final Fantasy XIV, but I guess it's kind of like melding materia in FF14, which is not the same as melding materia in FF7. And in Final Fantasy VII, you need materia, because materia in FF7 is basically all your spells and abilities. That's where you get everything. In FF14, when you what you do is you meld materia onto your gear, just like you would in FF7, except that it doesn't teach you skills, because you learn all your skills by leveling up in FF14. So what it does is it boosts your stats, so you can like boost your vitality, which most people don't do, but they would boost like their dexterity, which increases damage for like a bard or a ninja, or if you want to meld strength onto your accessories as a tank, then it can increase your DPS. So it's just, you know, a bunch of different stuff that helps. Fighting's not always the best option, Hope. You're right. You're very correct there, my friend. Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, here's a nice little area. I think there are some treasures. Probably, yeah, this is an area that, you know, you just go off the beaten path, and of course there's going to be a treasure. Lightning in your flips. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. So, yeah, I am, by the way, still very tired. I got a particle accelerator. That's fine. It's 11:18 p.m., so I'm not at that 10 p.m. I said I was going to be recording at yesterday. But, unfortunately, I also can't go to bed after I do this one. We don't want to fight that. I don't think we can beat that. We're not supposed to go that way anyway. I have to do some work, so I'm gonna be tired again tomorrow. And it's like, no, come on. I want to get good sleep. I might actually I'll try and only stay up until 1. And if I have to stay up any later than that, then I'll just go to bed and work on it tomorrow. But yeah, because it's like I'm falling behind on my work, and I want to make sure I stay on top of it. And oh man, I have so much to do, so much to do. Ugh. Okay, let's go to combat clinic. I don't want to have to face the deadliness of the self-destruct alone. See, look at Hope there. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know why you're healing Fang. Hope's the one that's gonna die. Or we both might die actually. Ooh, okay. Man, that is pretty spicy. It's pretty poppin' damage. Alright, yeah, let's just throw out some cures. I want to get fully topped off before we go back into just attacking these things. And then we'll go into Delta attack. By the way, I'm using Cody's controller. I'm using his Xbox controller, which doesn't have the sticky A button, which is great. The downside is it's a standard Xbox controller, so I have to deal with the really dumb D-pad, which is kind of annoying to use, but whatever. It's not the end of the world. I will live through it. Honestly, it's not even that bad, especially in FF14 where you don't have to use the D-pad as much. It's not like FF12. FF12, you use the D-pad so much because every single menu thing you do in that game is via the D-pad, so using anything else is just like, ugh, it's just like bad. And like I would use it if I'm like playing it on EPS X2 or whatever that the emulator is called, because it emulates FF12 really, really well. And it basically means I don't have to bring my PS2 from home. It just, you know, I can leave that at home, and like pretty much I don't use my PS2 anymore, which is really sad because I started making videos on my YouTube channel with my PS2 and my Dazzle. No, I didn't even have a Dazzle back then. So funny story. I don't know if I ever explained how I recorded my first videos on this channel. I probably have like a while ago. But basically, how I recorded my very first video, which was a video of Final Fantasy XII in the Dreadnought Leviathan dungeon, where that's the area where you go to save Ash, in the very beginning-ish. It's not super in the beginning, but it's like, you know, definitely within like the first 25% of the game. And so I'm in that area, and I'm recording it, and what I did is I had this DVD recording box that I would let record my video to the hard drive, which I would then burn to a DVD. I would take that DVD to my computer, rip the file that I recorded off the DVD, throw away the DVD, and edit that video in Windows Movie Maker, and then upload that to YouTube. It was a process, and the video looked like crap. And I actually have that video unlisted, along with every pre-Let's Play video on my channel, but I will link it in the description in case you want to go look at it, because it's definitely I don't know, it's a little piece of history that I'm never gonna remove off my channel. I'm just gonna leave unlisted because it's you know, it also has no sound. Using that recording method, I couldn't get any sound from my videos for some reason, whatever, I don't really know. But yeah, that was that was how I started recording videos, and now I'm, you know, obviously there's so many better options you can use. Like you have OBS, which I'm using to record right now. If I record off my PS4, I can use my AverMedia, and while I can't record 60 frames per second with that, that's okay because I can still record at 1080p, and most of the games I plan on LPing won't be in 60 frames anyway. Final Fantasy 15 won't be in 60 frames per second. Kingdom Hearts 2.8 will, though, but I'm willing to just record it in 30 frames. I don't really mind. At least if they announce a PC version down the line, I'm probably not going to re-LP it, but you know, it'll be nice to have that and have it be recordable if I ever make any future videos or something. But I'm totally fine with 30 frames per second. Honestly, it doesn't bother me, unless it's like something like FF14. It's really like I can notice it in 14, but like in FF13, like I can notice it too. But it like I said, it doesn't bother me, and it didn't bother me when I played the 2 demos of 15 that they were in 30 frames per second. It just wasn't an issue. So you know, I'm fine with that. But yeah, there's so many better ways to record, so much better ways to record. Like, you guys have no idea how easy it is to record games now. Like it's built into PS4s. Like, that's crazy. Like, obviously it's not a great system. I don't like the way that PS4 built in recording, because like you have to upload it through their thing, and you can't really edit it aside from their own editor. You can't add in commentary. Like, I would never use it, but it's nice that it's there. So yeah, there's that. And then I guess, I don't know, like just the fact that PS4 allows it for the most part, and Xbone allows it, and hopefully the Nintendo Switch allows it. Nintendo's the only one that really sucks as far as YouTube goes, because pretty much every Super Mario Galaxy 2 video I upload, when I do upload those, get a copyright claim, because Nintendo doesn't, I can't monetize those. I also can't monetize Final Fantasy 13, actually. I don't monetize most of these videos because FF13 released in a time when Square was also not cool with the whole YouTube thing. Obviously, they're much better now about it, but they haven't gone and removed, they don't actually manually claim the videos. It's just that they, FF13's cutscenes are all in the YouTube database, so whenever YouTube, sees a cutscene, it's like, oh, that's from FF13, better have Square monetize that. So, unless I want to manually, file a copyright dispute for every single video I upload, pretty much, that has a cutscene, or even some just gameplay. Sometimes it's just gameplay that catches the eye of YouTube. Then I have to do that. But if I don't go ahead and file the dispute, then it's just like, whatever. I'm not really making much money off of it anyway, because, it's not a huge deal. So I usually just let the claim be. But I'm really hoping they don't do that for Final Fantasy 15, because that would really sadden me. They don't do it at all for 14. 14's very good about that. If you put up an FF14 video, you can monetize it, and which is really fantastic. So hopefully they follow suit with 15. I'm really hoping so. But yeah, and also 13.2, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have that problem. It's only 13, because by the time 13.2 came out, they started becoming a little bit more, in with, social media and stuff. They had that really stupid Facebook mingling thing where you could, post from Final Fantasy 13.2 to Facebook on PS3. They took that out of the Steam version, but it was still there. And then there was the other thing in Lightning Returns where you could the Outer World services, which I heard they recently canceled, actually. So those don't exist anymore. But when they did exist, they were kind of cool. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. FF13 likes to do this where sometimes it just likes to alt tab out. I'm sorry about that. You just saw my Steam thing for a second there, but FF13 too, or I'm sorry, Lightning Returns had the Outer World services. Oh, it did it again. Look at that. That's so annoying. It's probably going to do it one more time. Usually when that happens, it happens a couple times. I'm actually surprised it hasn't happened yet in this LP so far, because when I was catching up on the Steam version of this file, it did it every single day I played. So yeah, I never figured out why the Steam version does that, why it just likes to alt tab out randomly. But I mean, whatever. It's not a big deal. I can just click back. But it kind of breaks up the tone of the battle, I guess. That's okay. It's not a huge deal. But yeah, Lightning Returns had the Outer World services, which is cool. They canceled that, and you could also post to Facebook and Twitter with that for some weird reason. I don't know. The Facebook and Twitter thing was kind of dumb. And then in the City of Final Fantasy, they let you post a 15-second clip of the fight to YouTube, which is dumb. I'm talking about the PSP version, not the new arcade version, by the way. Dissidia Duodecim and Dissidia the original. Those all were kind of weird. Anyway, we got a cutscene. Let's shut up and watch this.
No way through. FLC must have been slacking.
Wait! Stop already!
It's the vile peaks all over again. Hope! Get out of there!
Is he trying to stop it? You can do it!
What are they doing?
Well, that was cool. Go robot guys. Good lesson for us. Not even a mighty foul sea is a match for the power of teamwork.
Oh my god, Seth, stop it. Stop it. It's inspiration, sure, but that's such a cartoony inspiration. Final Fantasy 13, I love you, but some of these cutscenes are so on the nose. So on the nose. Man, that's okay. I mean, other Final Fantasy games do this too. Look at Final Fantasy 8. Look at Final Fantasy 10. They do that all the time, so, I mean, I don't see why FF13 can't. It's just that, others don't. Like Final Fantasy IX didn't, or FF12, or FF14. They don't, but that's okay. Let's board Atmos. We're finally done with this area. I'm sorry, I don't mean to complain. I love this game. It's just I like giving it crap from time to time, because if someone who wasn't like already this far into FF13 just saw that cutscene out of context, they'd be like, huh, that's kind of dumb. And that's what kind of bothers me. But yeah, here we go. We're finally out of the caves and into a very cool area. I do like this area quite a bit, actually. This is the Sulia Springs, and man, it looks beautiful. Just look around. I mean, it's all rock and stuff. They got some flowers down there. Like, this is just a nice area. And if you want to go back, you can actually go back by just hitching a ride on this thing, and you can board it back through to the mah'habara Subterra. Anyway, I think that is gonna be where we're gonna end off for today. Because we're here at the Sulia Springs. In the next part, we will continue on and hopefully get through most of the Sulia Springs. It's not a long area. I don't expect it to take more than like 1 or 2 videos. Probably we might even get through it in 1. Although we do have some cutscenes, so we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, if you like this part, please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you tomorrow. We'll do Sulia Springs, and yeah, it'll be a fun time. So I appreciate you watching, guys. Really, I do. And yeah, I'm excited to move on. It's fun. I love this game. I know I just complained about it, but I do love it. It's a good game. Alright, see you tomorrow.